Man, we got to talk to you because obviously, since the last time I talked to you, we done had a new member join the family. We done made a trade for a little wide receiver action, a cat that was out there on the West Coast. Whoa.
Yeah.
Can we talk a little Allen Robinson?
A-Rob.
Oh, we call him A-Rob. Now, I did see somebody recommend that he wears number 15.
He'd be the real AR-15.
I just want to let you know that it was people that commented. They say, yo, AR-15 and tell TG that so we could really have him.
I like that.
That's what they said. That's what the people said. I ain't say that's what the people said. I just wanted to relay the message to you.
I don't think he should wear that, though.
15 at receiver? You ain't feeling that, huh?
I'm just saying, it's only one AR-15 right now. You know who that is? No.
Mr. Backflip himself, all right.
But you said he's picking number 2 in Carolina.
Nah, I can see that 15 though. I'm just joking, but I can see that. I can see that 15 being cool. That would be a cool number. I don't think it's no flair or anything when it comes to the number with him. I don't see nothing flaring or anything.
Well, I was
about
thinking because technically we got a 15. I think 11 is on it. Technically 15 is Cody White though. Yeah, I did see that.
11 will look good. Yeah. I always like 11 at the receiver. That'll look good.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of like 11. I think that's a hard receiver number personally.
Number two is available too, right?
Yeah, I think you can give up 2.
Number 2 is available.
Yeah, it's time now. We're like a month removed from whenever we signed Pat P.
Oh, actually, hold on.
2 was in the conversation then.
Actually, hold on. Yeah. Because 2 was Mason.
Oh.
Yeah, it's time now. We're further removed,
and he has not re-signed.
Yeah,
and so that number's available. You know how that go. You know how that go, TG. You know how he said lead to a low. We saving it?
I don't think the 2 look good. I don't like it. The 11 will be hard. The 11 will be hard.
Go 0.
Ooh.
0 would be hard.
Yeah, I think you go 0.
Would be hard.
I think you got to go
like
0.
Ooh.
Make a statement.
I can see that too.
Yeah, the 0 be me. That'd be me.
I can see that. Agent 0.
Yeah, that'd be me.
I can see that. I think he's a good player though, man. He was a guy in
Jacksonville, Chicago. Yeah. He had a lot of success. Yeah, man.
He was straight. He was tough.
Mm-hmm.
He was a guy in Jacksonville though.
Yeah.
If I remember right.
Nah, Pro Bowl and everything down there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big boy because he was going against Jalen all the time.
Yeah, he led the league in receiving yards his second year, and he had 1,400. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was a guy. He didn't really do that well out there in LA. That didn't work out. They gave him away a 7th round, right?
Yeah, 7th round, and then took half of the bag.
It's a swap. It was a 7th round swap.
Swap 7s, and then they taking on 5, and we pick up the other 5 because he got 10 guaranteed.
They paying him to do.
Yeah.
I wonder what that's about.
That was my only concern. You know how that go. Like, why you giving it away to us?
Yeah, why you just handing this off?
Yeah. Sometimes it's like, yo, that is it too good to be true? Like, what's going on under the engine? You know what I mean? Lift up the hood real quick. Let me see what's going on, man. All right.
But he might be coming off kind of a down year and really want to get back on to proving himself. You might have found him right on time.
No,
right on time.
And one thing I'll say is this, man. I did go back and watch some of him from last year. He still moves well. When he was healthy, he still would get open. He still could catch. He still was super slick, beating the press, like all these things. But at the same time, I didn't feel like he was getting fed as much as he probably was accustomed to either, in terms of like the targets. So I do think that hurt his numbers as well. But we know LA wasn't the best situation, man, last year.
Yeah, it felt like LA kind of was still on their high from the Super Bowl.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, they went through like 3 or 4 quarterbacks too.
Yeah.
Stafford, Baker. I think they had like 2 or 3 other guys.
Yeah, you said the Wofford dude, whoever that number 19 dude was. Yeah, it was like some random dude. I'm like, who is this guy?
Come on, that's an XFL guy. That's a former AAF guy.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I apologize. Yeah. No disrespect. What was his name? It
Don't
wasn't Wofford.
Like
What's his name? No,
that's
serious.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes, you're right. It wasn't. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, don't come for the family.
I'm not coming
it's not Wofford?
No, it was a oh my gosh, because when I looked at him, I was like, yeah, this definitely, yeah. I'm gonna pull him up real quick. Hold on.
I know exactly.
Because I'm about to butcher his name, and I don't want to do that. But yeah. Shout out to man. We got love for the AAF, and man, I'm trying to think. We didn't talk to some AAF. We didn't talk to some USFL. We didn't talk to some XFL pre and the OG one and the new version. Oh, this dude ain't.
XFL playoffs.
I don't even see him on the roster anymore. Hold on, bro. Yeah, he ain't on the roster no more, though, bro. Yeah, I'm like, I tried to pull it up. I'm like, dang, man, they done whacked him. Yikes!
Do either of these names sound familiar? Trent Walford or Bryce Perkins? Either of those names?
I'm not hip to Bryce Perkins.
I want to say I've heard Walford.
These are guys people are bringing up in the chat.
No, Walford. I'm not hip to Bryce Perkins.
I'm trying to pull up. I'm gonna pull up the stats from last year.
Is he in the XFL right now? He's on that
Trent
Seattle
Walford's not John. We're talking about John Walford, like Wofford, right? Those are different guys.
No. Here we go. John Walford. It's John Wolford. Walford. It's like W-O, like Wolf, and then like W-O-L-F-O-R-D.
Like W-A-F-F-A-R-D.
No, that's not how this dude spells his name.
It's like Walford.
Walford.
John Walford. It's like Walford.
I thought it was Walford.
Yeah, that's the dude though. This is the guy I'm looking at right here. Yes, this is him. Let me see what his number was.
Was there another guy though too?
Where's your number at? They ain't got no info on this cat right here, bro.
4 or 5 different quarterbacks. They were down so bad.
Because they had the Bryce dude. Was it Bryce Perkins?
Okay, that's who someone brought up in the chat.
Bryce Perkins, and then they brought in Baker at the end. Yeah.
And then a Hurt Stafford.
Yeah, because it was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 different quarterbacks they used last year. Yeah, and all these dudes played in games, started games. That's nuts. You don't want to start 4 different quarterbacks, bro.
Baker went in there and lit it up.
He had a little moment. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
So he lit it up. Yeah, he had a little moment.
Part of that was Russ giving him the ball back a ton on Christmas.
But as a whole, though, man, let's get back to this Allen Robinson, though, man. Let's get back to him. And we're not going to take no more shots at any of the USFL, AAF, AAL, or XFL.
XFL playoffs start next week.
Hey, I'm hip, and the USFL just started this past week, and you know I'm tapped in. Come on, bro.
USFL started last week.
You know I'm tapped in, man. All right, it was a good day. I was going to get to that part of the convo, but we at the Allen Robinson part first, all right? We're going to get to that part that comes later.
Okay.
Yeah. But in terms of what's he bringing to us, though, man? The people need to know. They want to know.
I got a big question for you on it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you could say whatever first. I got this one in the back burner.
I think it's hard to say because I think he's going to be the compliment, you know?
Uh-huh.
I think he's going to be the compliment. I think it's still George Pickens' show, like, for sure. But I think he's going to be the compliment. I think he's a deep ball guy. He's really similar to George Pickens. Like, they're really similar in terms of the game. I think Pickens is a little bit more
springier,
spectacular.
Yeah,
you know,
like he got that explosive like characteristic that Yeah.
He's like the
souped up version.
Yeah.
He's the souped up version.
Allen's like the 8. Like he's like the
That's real. That's real.
You know, he's like the older Bernice, like the Bernice, like, you know, the older one. And then this is like the next one. Like, you can get this one right here. But I think he'll be a good mentor for George too. Like little stuff, you know, these are ways to position yourself. He's played a lot of ball and he's been successful. So he'll be a good mentor. He'll be somebody that could be talked to, can be leaned on.
And I feel like he's one of them dudes too. Tell me about this too, because you can speak to this as a vet. He does come in with enough of an accomplishment on his own that he can talk to a George Pickens, he could talk to a Deontay, and they're going to be able to receive those type of messages versus if it's somebody that is a vet but doesn't have a Pro Bowl, doesn't have the numbers that Allen has had, it doesn't always hit the same when you're trying to mentor and talk to some of these cats.
No, I think he's somebody you listen to. Yep. Everything I've ever heard about him, he's a pro's pro.
Yeah, same.
You know, one of those. So it's like he definitely got a good flavor, good rapport about him. I think what it does, though, I think you see some type of trade on this draft.
That was my question. That was my question.